It's Game 5 of the Belching Beaver baseball series. After a rough start, a win here would make 3 in a row for the Beavers and put our record above 500 for the first time. The Gallos are a new team looking to leave their mark on the league, but they're in for a rude awakening with Corey starting on the mound and Kyle coming out of the bullpen. Their first batter pokes it to the right side. Ted squares up, fields the ball, and makes the throw for the first out. No problem there. The next batter pokes it to the opposite field. Jake moves to his left, but the ball just gets over his glove, and that's going into the outfield for a base knock. The runner manages to get to second at some point, still with 1 out, but Corey gets his first strikeout of the game against their third hitter, which is supposed to be their best. This batter hits a cue shot to right field, but it's too shallow. That's dropping in, but the lead runner's going to stay at third, so we have runners on the corner. This ball hits the batter in the ankle. He's not loving it, but that does load up the bases with 2 outs. But Corey bears down. He gets a big strikeout here to get out of the inning with no harm done. We hold the Gallos to no runs. Dylan is batting leadoff for the Beavers this game. He takes a walk to give us an early runner in the very first inning. The Gallos pitcher throws something off speed here and gets a rare strikeout against Mike for the first out. Then Derek hits a chopper to the third baseman, who fields it nicely, makes the throw to second base. It's a little high. Not sure if he got him there, but the second baseman throws him away. So it looks like everyone's going to be safe here potentially. Dylan thinks he's not out, so he's going to third. But if you look at the replay here, the second baseman keeps his foot on the bag miraculously, and so they do get the lead runner. And then the Gallos pitcher strikes out Corey, pitcher against pitcher, for the final out to get out of the inning. Corey starts to flex a little bit in the top of the second. He strikes out the righty looking, and then he gets the lefty swinging. So he adds 2 more strikeouts to his total, but then he plunks the next batter right in the back. It's Sunday League after all, that definitely happens. Despite getting hit just a few pitches ago, the runner takes his chances stealing against Mike behind the plate. We don't really have a good chance to get him here on the throw. But we have 2 outs, and Corey's going to do this himself. He gets the batter swinging for the third out. He strikes out the side. I lead off the bottom of the second for the Beavers. I take ball 4. Any way to get on base, right? I make my way to second base on a pass ball, but it doesn't really matter because the pitcher also walks Jake. We've got runners on first and second with no outs. Clearly the pitcher's struggling with his control here, but Ted bails him out a little bit by popping a lazy fly ball to the right fielder, who comes up throwing, but trust me, I'm not trying to take third here. Then David's up, and he gets plunked in the back. Accidental payback for Corey hitting one of their batters last inning. But now the bases are loaded, and we only have 1 out. But unfortunately, Kyle strikes out swinging for the second out of the inning. It looks like Timmy's just now getting to the field, so we put him at the bottom of the order. He's fast, but he's not going to be able to beat that one out, and we squander bases loaded without scoring a single run. The Gallos are back to the top of their order. He hits a dribbler to the third baseman, but Jake bobbles it and can't make the throw on target, so they've got a runner on first. This batter hits it to the opposite field again. This time it's a little deeper. I take a few steps back and make the catch. No problem. That's 1 out. Their number 3 batter hits a bloop shot. That's going to fall at the feet of our center fielder, Derek. Not much he can do about that one. They've got runners on first and second. Corey is pitching a gem so far, but he makes a mistake here. Pass ball in the dirt, gives the runner third easily, but he's turning on the Jets. He wants to score here, but nope, that's not going to happen. He's out by a mile. That felt a little desperate, to be honest. Corey ends up walking the next batter, but he gets out of the inning by jamming the next batter. That's an easy pop-up. Dylan moves over and makes the catch for the third out. Now it's the Beavers' turn to bat in the third. It's time for us to get some runs here. We've got runners on first and second with 1 out. Corey makes solid contact, but he gets a little bit under it. The center fielder is able to camp under it and make the catch for the second out. Now I'm up to bat with a runner in scoring position. On a 2-2 count, the pitcher throws me a fastball belt high right down the middle, and I yank it down the line. That's going to be an easy double, and I score Dylan, no problem. He's jogging in. That's our first run of the game. I know Jake is looking to hit in this situation, but he ends up taking another walk to give us runners on first and second yet again. Ted steps up to the plate. He's looking to extend this inning, but he gets sawed off, and the pitcher makes a nice snag and an easy toss to end the inning. We need more runs, so let's go to the bottom of the 4th inning. Tim rips the ball to left field. That's going to score David easily. Kyle advances to third, but somehow he just disappears the rest of this inning. I don't know what happened to him. Dylan pops it up to the third baseman for the first out of the inning. He has to fight the wind, but eventually he chases it down and makes the catch. And then Mike rips this ball down the line. Again, I don't know what happened to Kyle on third. I don't know why he's not scoring here, but I had to show you Mike's solid base hit. We have a chance to start a rally here, but the inning's cut short because Derek pops it up, and Tim must think there's 2 outs because he's on his way to third. He's doubled up easily, and that ends the inning. I come up in the bottom of the 5th with a runner on first. I strike out on a ball that I think is pretty far outside. I let the umpire know that I'm not happy with it, but that's out number 1. Our runner makes it to second on a pass ball. Jake lifts it to right field. Their outfielder almost botches it, but he sticks with it and manages to make the catch. Then Ted comes up and takes the pitch right off the elbow guard. I guess that's why he wears it. Then David lifts another one to the right fielder. His first move is in. He didn't learn from his mistake, but he recovers and makes the catch yet again. That's the 3rd out of the inning. Corey shuts out the Gallos through 6 innings, and then Derek crushes this ball. I thought it was out, but it one hops over the fence for a ground roll double. That scores Tim automatically, giving us our 3rd run. Then Corey adds to his pitching performance with an RBI of his own. He slaps the ball to the right side. The second baseman can't get to it. Derek is hustling around the bases. He scores from second without a throw. We're finally starting to run away from this one. It is now 4-0. But unfortunately, this inning ends with me striking out on a foul tip. And then things get a little scary in the 7th inning. The Gallos get the tying run up to the plate with bases loaded, but Kyle shuts it down with a nasty changeup. That's strike 3, out number 3. That pitch might have broken the Gallos' spirit. And that's pretty much the game. The Beavers score a few more runs as insurance. You never know what can happen in this kind of league. And the Gallos get their 1 run as a consolation prize, but they're taking the L today. The Beavers have won their 3rd game in a row. Final score is 7-1. I'm not gonna lie, the Beavers are looking good this year. Hopefully we can make a run in the playoffs, maybe even win a championship. If you enjoyed this video, leave a comment, drop a like, share it with your friends and family. I'll see you on the next one.